Howdy, howdy. Hashtag Health, Wealth, Life Day 114. 114 days into 2017. How are you treating the year so far? I'm always curious, have you kept up with your New Year's resolutions? Give me a thumbs up if you have, and say no if I haven't. Be honest. Let's get a consensus on how many of us are keeping up with them. I have actually kept up with most of mine. I think we have that kind of wave going on, don't we? But I've actually kept up with most of mine, so I'm happy, making good progress this year. So I want to talk about today, because I want to keep these videos around 4 minutes, just 4 minutes of your time, and I want to give you a nice piece of information. So here we go. Most people only look at their health when it's broken. Are you one of those people? Most people only look at their health when it's broken. Are you one of those people? Neil, Karen, how are you? Hope you had amazing days. How are you? Say hello. Don't leave me hanging. Are you one of those people that only look at your health and your vitality and your performance and your well-being when it's broken? Because that's not the way my brain works. I'm always thinking, can I get an edge on this? Can I intersect? You know, Thomas Gretzky, one of the greatest hockey players of all time. I'm not up on American or Canadian sports so much, but I know he was one of the good ones. He said, they said, you're not the fastest, you're not the strongest, you're not the biggest. How come you are one of the best? And he said, because I go to where the puck's going, not where it's at. He anticipated where everything was heading, and that's where he went, and he was able to get ahead of the game in that way. He could see into the future. So, you know, Stephen Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, an amazing man, amazing writer, clever guy, said, live out of your imagination rather than your history. Live out of your imagination rather than your history. So it shouldn't hold you back, your history. Live out of your imagination rather than your history. What I want to say is, when does a hurricane start? When does a hurricane start? And the answer is when the conditions are just right. And when does a tornado start? And the answer is when the conditions are just right. I got this from one of my mentors, Dr. Bob Rakowski, an amazing man doing amazing things in the world. Absolutely fantastic guy. And I got this from him. So when does a hurricane or a tornado start? It starts when the conditions are just right. When does cancer start? Cancer starts when the conditions are just right. What are the conditions for cancer? They are low nutrients, low oxygen, high acidity. Right. So if we know those things, then we can do some things to intersect that. So was it Tom Gretzky or Wayne Gretzky? An American or Canadian, correct me. Type in one of the best hockey players, ice hockey players of all time. I'm being very English about this. Anyway, Gretzky was the amazing hockey player, and he said, Tara, maybe you know the answer. Who is one of the best ice hockey players of all time? Gretzky, Wayne or Tom? My brain's gone skew with. Who was it? Sarah, how are you? Hope you had a good day. Anyway, he said, I skate to where the puck is going. Wayne, thank you. Thanks, Tara. Wayne. So Wayne Gretzky said, I skate to where the puck's going, not where, yeah, he's Canadian, yeah. So I knew that much. I did know that much. My brain remembered that. He said, not where the puck's at, and that's how I get ahead of it. I'm not the biggest, I'm not the strongest, I'm not the fastest, but I get there before most people, or some of the other players anyway. So when does cancer start? When the conditions are just right. When are those conditions? High acidity, low nutrients, low oxygen. So we know that. How do we then intersect that path? How do we know where it's going to go? We bring up the oxygen. How do we bring up the oxygen? Move your body. And this doesn't have to be something scientific. Just get up, stretch, move your body, move your arms, do a few arm circles in the morning, one direction, 10 one way, 10 the other. Do the same with your legs. Get on the floor, just do a few turns and twists. Breathe, walk, go for a walk. If you want to get more technical and really sculpt your body, hire someone to train you. It's very simple. It's worth taking 3, 4, maybe 5 sessions with someone, and you'll have, 4 or 5 programs that could last you months. And they probably will support you over that period of time from an email or from a phone conversation. Do that. Right, so that'll take care of the oxygen side of things. Then we need to look on the nutritional side, because that could be blocking some of the oxygen. Eat well, make good food choices. Follow someone who's a health expert. I'll give you tips around food all the time. Eat lots of green vegetables is a very obvious one. If you can't juice them, and get a little bit of stevia or a natural sweetener in there and drink them down. Get the nutrients in. How do we lower acidity? Bring in alkaline food. The green vegetables will do that again, so you can either eat them or drink them. Ben, how are you, mate? I will call you back straight after this. Carmen, good to see you. Hope you're well. What's with the L plate? What does that stand for? Love? I'm sure I'm not a learner. Maybe you're learning to drive, I don't know. So, good food supply. Get the foods in. And also you can supplement. So this is obvious things to do, right? So move, eat well, supplement well, and alkalinize. And you do that through moving and supplementing or eating well. I talked yesterday, if you didn't see that video, skim back and watch that one. We had a bit of fun. I was attacked by some bugs, but breathing can also alkalinize your body. Deep, slow, rhythmical breaths, breathing like a baby, deep down diaphragmatic breaths. Watch that video for that one. So that's it. How do we know when something starts? When the conditions are just right. Thanks, Karen. I'm really glad to hear that. That makes me happy to hear one person at least loves to talk today. Thank you. So we know when the conditions are just right, and we know what those conditions are. So how can we intersect? Wayne Gretzky, Wayne, sees the puck where it's going. Stephen Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, an amazing book, says live out of your imagination, not your history. So history of your parents, your grandparents, and your family, that doesn't have to be you. Live out of your imagination. If you can imagine where you're going and you know what to do now. Hillary, how are you? Hope you had a good day. You know what to do. Move a bit more, very simple, eat well and supplement well. I'll give you all the tips step by step. We'll stack those solutions over time. Adriana, how are you? If you haven't taken my lens questionnaire, this will give you some insight straight away. It's a shortcut. It's a shortcut to your health and wellness and a higher performance level. www.shapetrainer.co.uk, shapetrainer.co.uk, and you can grab a free health book on there, one click, and you can take my lens questionnaire. It's a 5-minute questionnaire, really quick, and you'll get a little report back there. Take that and you'll get that within 24 hours, depending on how busy the system is. Thanks, Adriana. If I said anything that resonates, if you think that could help you or anyone else, give me a thumbs up and press the share button. Press the share button now. Don't think about it too much, because sharing is caring, and I promise I give good information, you know that. All right, I'll see you all tomorrow at 6 p.m. Have an amazing rest of the day, and remember that to live out of your imagination rather than your history. Remember, happy is a skill that you can learn, and this is a better way to bring out your personal best. Let's go get some health wealth. Let's take the world with us, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have an amazing rest of the day.